Okay.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So chapter 16, Shloka 8. Asatyam apratistam te jagad ahar anasvasaram aparapara sabhutam kim anyat kama hatukam. They say that this world is unreal, that there is no foundation, and that there is no God in control. It is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. The demonic conclude that the world is phantasmagoria. There is no cause, no effect, no controller, no purpose. Everything is unreal. They say that this cosmic manifestation arises due to chance material actions and reactions. They do not think that the world was created by God for a certain purpose. They have their own theory, that the world has come about in its own way and that there is no reason to believe that there is a God behind it. For them, there is no difference between spirit and matter, and they do not accept the supreme spirit. Everything is matter only, and the whole cosmos is supposed to be a mass of ignorance. According to them, everything is void, and whatever manifestation exists is due to our ignorance and perception. Just as in a dream, we may create so many things. We may actually have no existence. So when we are awake, we shall see that everything is simply a dream. But factually, although we are awake, we shall see that everything, I read the wrong. But factually, although the demons say that life is a dream, they are very expert in enjoying this dream. And so instead of acquiring knowledge, they become more and more implicated in their dreamland. They conclude that as a child is simply the result of sexual intercourse between man and woman, this world is born without any soul. For them, it is only a combination of matter that has produced the living entities, and there is no question of the existence, of the existence of the soul. As many living creatures come out from perspiration and from a dead body without any cause, similarly, the whole living world has come out of the material combinations of the cosmic manifestation. Therefore, material nature is the cause of this manifestation, and there is no other cause. They do not believe in the words of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Maya Daya Kasina Prakrita Suyati Sakarakaram. Under my direction, the whole material world is moving. In other words, amongst the demons, there is no perfect knowledge of the creation of this world. Every one of them has some particular theory of its own, of his own. According to them, one interpretation of the scripture is as good as another, for they do not believe in a standard understanding of the scriptural injunctions. Text 9. Etam dristam avastabhaya nasta mano lipa buddhya prabhavati yugara karmana kasaya jagato hita. Following such conclusions, the demonic who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. The demonic are engaged in activities that will lead the world to destruction. The Lord states here that they are less intelligent. The materialists who have no concept of God think they are advancing. But according to Bhagavad Gita, they are unintelligent and devoid of all sense. They try to enjoy this material world to the utmost limit and therefore always engage in inventing something for sense gratification. Such materialistic inventions are considered to be advancement of human civilization, but the result is that people grow more and more violent and more cruel to animals and cruel to other human beings. They have no idea how to behave toward one another. Animal killing is very prominent amongst demonic people. Such people are considered the enemies of the world because ultimately they will invent or create something that will bring destruction to all. Indirectly, this verse anticipates the invention of nuclear weapons, of which the whole world is today very proud. At any moment, war may take place, and these atomic weapons may create havoc. Such things are created solely for the destruction of the world, and this is indicated here. Due to godlessness, such weapons are invented in human society. They are not meant for peace and prosperity of the world. Text 10. Kamam Astritya Dusparam Daba Mana Madan Vita Mohad Ritvasad Granhan Pavartanti Suki Vrata. The demonic, taking shelter of insatiable lust, pride, and false prestige, and being thus illusioned, are always sworn to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent. The demonic mentality is described here. The demon's lust is never satiated. They will go on increasing and increasing their insatiable desires for material enjoyment. Although they are always full of anxieties on account of accepting non-permanent things, they still continue to engage in such activities out of illusion. They have no knowledge and cannot tell that they are heading the wrong way. Accepting non-permanent things, such demonic people create their own God, create their own hymns, and chant accordingly. The result is that they become more and more attracted to two things: sex enjoyment and accumulation of material wealth. The word asuchi vrata, unclean vow, is very significant in this connection. Such demonic people are only attracted by wine, women, gambling, and meat eating. Those are their asuchi, unclean habits. Induced by pride and false prestige, they create some principles of religion which are not approved by the Vedic injunctions. Although such demonic people are most abominable in the world, still by artificial means, the world creates a false honor for them. Although they are gliding toward hell, they consider themselves very much advanced. Text 11 and 12. Sitam aparimiyam cha pralayatam upashrita kamopahaga parama etavad iti nisita asa pasa sater buddha kama krodha pariyana Ihanti kama bogartham anya yena artha sankayan. They believe that to gratify the senses unto the end of life is the prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, there is no end to their anxiety. Being bound by hundreds and thousands of desires, by lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. The demonic accept that the enjoyment of the senses is the ultimate goal of life, and this concept they maintain until death. They do not believe in life after death, and they do not believe that one takes on different types of body according to one's karma or activities in this world. Their plans for life are never finished, and they go on preparing plan after plan, all of which are never finished. We have personal experience of a person of such demonic mentality who, even at the point of death, was requesting the physician to prolong his life for 4 years because his plans were not yet complete. Such foolish people do not know that a physician cannot prolong life even for a moment. When the notice is there is no consideration of the man's desire. The laws of nature do not allow a second beyond what is destined to enjoy. The demonic person who has no faith in God or the supersoul within himself performs all kinds of sinful activities simply for sense gratification. He does not know that there is a witness sitting within his heart. The supersoul is observing the activities of the individual soul. As is stated in the Vedic literature, the Upanishads, there are two birds sitting in one tree. The one is acting and enjoying or suffering the fruits of the branches, and the other is witnessing. But one who is demonic has no knowledge of Vedic scripture, nor has he any faith. Therefore, he feels free to do anything for sense enjoyment, regardless of the consequences. I was just confused as to they just said like one sentence about the birds and then just stopped. Text 13 to 15. Idam, idea, maya, labdam, imam, propsie, manar atham, idam, astidam, apimi, babi siati punar danam, asu maya hatha satchur, hanise kapiran api, isvaro ham aham bogi, sito ham balavan suki, adio bijanavam asmi, ko nayo siti sadriso maya, yaksi dasyami modi saya, iti anjaya anjana vimohitha. The demonic person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemy will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Text 16. Anika chitta vibranta moha jala samavrita prasakta kama bogesu patanti naraki suku. Thus, perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusion, one becomes too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and falls down into hell. The demonic man knows no limit to his desire to acquire money. That is unlimited. He only thinks how much assessment he has just now and schemes to engage that stock of wealth farther and farther. For that reason, he does not hesitate to act in sinful way and so deals in the black market for legal gratification. He is enamored by the possessions he has already, such as land, family, house, and bank balance, and he is always planning to improve them. He believes in his own strength, and he does not know that whatever he is gaining is due to his past good deeds. He is given an opportunity to accumulate such things, but he has no conception of past causes. He simply thinks that all mass of wealth is due to his own endeavor. A demonic person believes in the strength of his personal work, not in the law of karma. According to the law of karma, a man takes his birth in a high family or becomes very rich or very well educated or very beautiful because of the good work in the past. The demonic thinks that all of these things are accidental and due to the strength of his personal ability. He does not sense any arrangement behind all the varieties of people, beauty, and education. Anyone who comes into competition with such a demonic man is his enemy. There are many demonic people, and each is enemy to the others. This enmity becomes more and more deep between persons, then between families, then between societies, and at last between nations. Therefore, there is constant strife, war, and enmity all over the world. Each demonic person thinks that he can live at the sacrifice of all others. Generally, a demonic person thinks of himself as the supreme God, and a demonic preacher tells his followers, Why are you seeking God elsewhere? You are all yourselves God. Whatever you like, you can do. Don't believe in God. Throw away God. God is dead. These are the demonic's preachings. Although the demonic person sees others equally rich and influential, or even more so, he thinks that no one is richer than him and that no one is more influential than him. As far as promotion to the higher planetary systems is concerned, he does not believe in performing yajnas or sacrifices. Demons that think that they will manufacture their own process of yajna and prepare some machine by which they will be able to reach any higher planet. The best example of such a demonic man was Ravana. He offered a program to the people by which he would prepare a staircase so that anyone could reach the heavenly planets without performing sacrifices. Such are prescribed in the Vedas. Similarly, in the present age, such demonic men are striving to reach the higher planetary systems by mechanical arrangement. These are examples of bewilderment. The result is that, without their knowledge, they are gliding toward hell. Here is the Sanskrit word, Mahajala, is very significant. Jala means net. Like fishes caught in a net, they have no way to come out. I'm going to pause here. 17. Oh, wait, this isn't the. Oops.
It was interesting that they talked about nuclear weapons because I thought the timing of when this was written would have not included that, but
Well, I don't think that the Sanskrit did, but
the translator
I think the translator
gave an example.
saying, they were, because I'm guessing that, yeah, like they foresaw it because they knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like the Sanskrit people that
Yeah.
wrote it, maybe.
And then the last one was super interesting about people that are already in good situations. It's because they were good in their past lives.
Yeah, which I've heard before, but what's interesting to me about that is you have these people that are born into these situations.
Yeah.
Also, and this is just like his commentary, so like I'm trying to like be gentle with his commentary because it's just his opinion. That's why I guess Amanda says it's really good to study the Sanskrit, because then you can come up with your own translation.
Is the Sanskrit the one we read in red? No,
the Sanskrit's like the funny words,
which is translated in red now.
It's translated in red by the author and then he comments on it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like it's translated based on each word's definition, but you could also like come up with your own definition. Not definition, but you can come up with your own translation, like summary. It's like there's a quick summary of the Sanskrit and then there's a commentary on it. But when he says that about coming back from the karma, oh wait. Yeah. They do not sense any arrangement behind all the varieties of people, beauty, and education. I found it interesting he put beauty in here because I thought beauty is something really we learn. Like, who's to say what? It shouldn't everything be beauty?
Yeah, and then is it they learned it in their past lives?
I meant like we learn beauty. Like all people should be beauty. Like we may say like, oh my God, she's so beautiful because like the media has trained us to think that this person is beautiful or skinny or perfect or whatever. So like no one should be, you shouldn't like how is your past affecting your beauty? I thought that seemed a little,
Unless they mean beauty in a different way.
yeah. Yeah, like maybe their inside beauty, maybe not
Yeah.
their outside beauty.
I mean, but there's definitely some bad people in good situations.
That's what I was gonna say. Like there are definitely some people that are born and it's like, well, that's part of their karma, but why? And then opposite, right? You have these amazing, great people that
Yeah.
do not have. But also that's just us judging. That's us just judging people.
Yeah, that too. That's what I was thinking. Like, who's to say what's good and bad? I'm saying what's good and bad, but am I supposed to be saying that? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's interesting too. It's like I could sit here and judge everyone in my life all day long, but really I need to just turn the mirror to myself.
Yep.
And I thought what they read today about the demonic person was a good follow-up to like what I was reading yesterday, in the sense that for myself, like focusing on I'm trying to read this just for me. Like, yeah, I guess I have some of those tendencies. I'm not a perfect person, but this book is not meant to make you perfect. It's meant to give you some sort of goal to work toward. And you're going to make mistakes, but you have this Gita now to use as a resource, a tool to have. And I'm not taking notes while I'm reading it, but I'm definitely like, I feel like at one point I'll probably reread all of this and like take more notes.
The same version.
I don't know if I'll reread this one, but the other two I'm reading, I'm really enjoying them. Just like, I think it's like really meant to be this whole grieving process with Kramer. I'm okay, but like, yes, I miss him.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like nervous about this happiness, but I really have to work on finding happiness within and like stop putting it on outside things. And I know that already, but it's just hard. It's hard.
It is hard.
But they talk a lot about peace in the other books too. And when you have this happiness within, you have this peace. And I am happy. I am like I just want Kramer back. But if my next solution is not that, I'm proud of myself that like I'm still like Friday we went down to Long Beach and rode bikes, and then Saturday we had a bunch of family stuff to do. I'm not just saying no and going in my turtle shell and not going out, because
That's good.
Yeah, it's not going to bring him back anyway, right? So like I might as well do these things. So I think this book has been a tremendous help for me in that sense. So I already knew about the happiness part. It's just like a matter of figuring out what it is.
I think also when I think of the word happy, like it puts pressure on me to be like more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like energetic and smiley and blissful. But I think happy can also mean content. Like you don't have to be smiling and excited all the time.
I like the content word. And I think I totally agree with you. Like, I don't want to be that. And yoga teaches us to be equanimous, like that neutral. Yeah. So even in our saddest moments, we're trying to pull ourselves back to that middle. And even in our most excited moments, we're still pulling ourselves back to the middle. We shouldn't be on the two ends.
Right.
Yeah, so like content is a good word. I like joy. And I don't think it, like, I'm like the Gita says, like, it's not meant to be a perfect happy. It's meant to just, that's what your goal is, to be just like content with what you have. But I would also argue, like, I can't, I don't know, like, it just seems weird, like, oh, I'm just gonna be content here. Like, I don't want to work toward anything else. And I think, but I do want to work toward other things, because, like, yeah, I am content in this house. I am content not having a dog, but that's not my permanent thing. Like, I want to move from this house, and I want,
Right.
but I can still be content here and strive for other things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in this material world, I guess. Yeah. Like, yeah. Okay. So I don't think Sue's going to join today
Okay.
because it's already 8:03.
Yeah.
We can start breath a little early, and then we can end a little early. And make sure you're drinking lots of water and Gator and fluids and stuff. That's something I did.
Yeah.
Flush it out and just
Yeah. I've
rest.
been drinking a lot of water, like nonstop water. I'm thirsty all the time.
Okay.
But my stomach hurts so much. I think I'm gonna make myself rice. That's what I do when my stomach hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Have some rice. That's usually calming.
Yeah. Rice and some, I do hot ginger water. When I got the second shot, I had turmeric powder and ginger powder, and I made myself like a big mason jar of it, and I let it cool off, and I just drank that all day too,
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
because I didn't feel like having hot, so I made it room temperature.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Well, hopefully it won't last too much longer.
I don't think so. I think I'm at the tail end.
Did your whole family get their second shot?
No, they haven't got any of their shots.
Oh, I thought they went with you that first time.
No, I tried to get them to, they didn't. That my son has to before school starts, so he'll probably do it in July. And my husband's like still very suspicious of it,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. So we'll sit up nice and tall, take a few rounds of breath in through the nose, and out through the nose. Relaxing the features on the face and the shoulders. And then take your right hand over to the nose, close the right nostril with the thumb, inhale through the left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. You can continue on a few more rounds if you'd like, exhaling out through the left side. I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes. You join us when you're ready. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.
Namaste.